We just got back from the local garden center with our very first plant haul of the season.
Let's get this truck unloaded and we're going to show you what we picked out.
Today is a very exciting day here in our upstate New York Zone 6A garden. Our Iseli plant order arrived at our local garden center, Fadigan's, and we got to go down and pick them up. It's a really nice collection of specimen evergreens and some cold hardy Japanese maples. And what we want to do today is take you through each selection that we chose and kind of explain why we chose it, the thought behind the choice, and then ideally, we're going to start placing things and showing you where our thought process is, especially in the new garden space and around the Pondless Waterfall. I'm really excited to get things in the ground.
Same. Eric, I can't help but notice this thing on the tailgate right here. Can we talk about that one first?
So this is a De Ruyter spruce, which I have been wanting for years. And it's one of those things that when you see it in person, it's this bright icy blue with these gorgeous cones, and it was just something I had to have. So I wanted one in the new garden space, and this is a smaller specimen. This is a 3-gallon size. They grow kind of moderate. They grow 6 to 8 inches per year. So I kind of wanted to go over the stats with you. You can come in close, Christopher. It's an upright evergreen with a really nice pyramidal shape, but it's going to have an architectural structure. 10 high, 8 wide. That's a nice small evergreen.
Yeah, that's like fit into a medium to small garden easily.
And it's hardy down to -30, which is what?
-30, is that 4? That's zone 4.
I think it's 4.
I think that's
perhaps.
a 4.
So that's the De Ruyter spruce. And
really
there's a little...
interesting. It's Serbian, right? Is that true?
Oh, don't ask me.
Yeah, it's a Serbian spruce. Picea almerica.
But right above it is the dwarf pagoda Japanese holly. And this one I saw, and I just thought, oh, freshly watered, that it was so unique. Look at how it just stacks.
It's so interesting. Hollies, you know, when you think holly, you think Christmas holly, but this is no Christmas holly.
It's really, it almost looks like a boxwood holly combo to me. But it's a broad upright. It grows 2 to 4 inches per year, so very slow. 3 high, 2 wide. So it's going to say small, and it takes sun to part shade.
Interesting. So this is another tuckable texture element.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of maybe put them on the ground outside here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Unload as we go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then we'll know which ones we went through already. All right, then I don't want to talk into the truck because I don't want my mic to echo.
It's going to be funny if he talks into the truck. Oh, wait, we have 3 of these, don't we?
Yes, so this is a trio of slow mound mugo pine. It's a true dwarf mugo pine, which means it stays small. It is globe shaped. It grows 3 to 6 inches per year. It gets 4 high, 6 wide. And so they say that's a dwarf mugo pine because my understanding is non-dwarf mugo pines get much, much, much bigger.
I love that shape.
Right? And it's hardy down to -50. Takes full sun.
I'm excited about this. We could keep these in a trio. We could put these throughout the garden. There's definitely some options there.
I think one of the options is replacing the mugo pines we transplanted last year and then forgot to water and died.
Next, we have another trio of a little baby friend. This is the Blue Moon Saguaro Cypress. We chose this in particular because it has an icy blue, but we love a cypress texture. So you get the best of both worlds. It's a nice globe. Is this 4x4?
It is 4x4, but
4x4.
what's the growth rate on that?
3 to 5 inches per year.
So moderately slow.
Yep, so small specimens, but so sweet. I really like these saguaro cypress. There's so many of them. As we were looking through all the Iseli selections, it's amazing how many kinds of spruce, how many kinds of pine, blah, 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 blah. There's so much to see. This is a gemstone hinoki cypress. It's an Iseli introduction, so it's something that they brought to the market. This is a 2-foot high, 1.5 foot wide, sun to partial shade, 1 to 3 inches per year.
It's so cute.
It's so sweet and weird looking. You know what this reminds me of? Oogie Boogie.
Oh,
It's
that
a
character from
Nightmare Before
Oh
Christmas.
yeah, a little bit.
It
Or the
looks,
Sorting Hat from Harry
yes,
Potter.
it's got that kind of funny look to it, but it's trying to be a big tree, but it's a little tiny tree. The needles, like the little leaves are so
Yeah,
tiny
so I
on
feel like this
this.
must be the new growth right here then. And
Yeah.
then the color is that dark green.
Okay, so this grew about an inch. There we go. We
It's right
got
on schedule.
right on schedule.
It's not an overachiever. This is my like.
This is what started Eric, I think, falling in love with the idea of adding more evergreens in general. This is a Firefly Oriental Spruce. It's a sport of Skylands Oriental Spruce, which we got to see a full-grown one at our friend Greg's house last year. This does not get as big for being an Oriental Spruce. 3 to 6 inches per year, 6 high, 4 wide.
Nice. That's a great size. I know exactly where I want that to go.
It's basically just a pyramidal shrub in that way.
Now, what was interesting when we picked it up today, Marty, who manages Fatigans, told us that they've been selling Firefly for years, and a tip for our area is to put it in a protected location, make sure it does not get windburn.
Okay, and this is good because our new garden space is on the opposite side of the way the wind comes, which is fantastic for us. So everything we're planting now is going to get protection from the strong west wind.
Look at this super cool Ripplebrook Norway spruce. It's a crawling Norway spruce, and it is going to be absolute perfection, planted right next to the Pondless waterfall, going over that little grouping of rocks that covers the mechanics underneath the pond. And we talked to Alan from Deckers, who installed the Pondless waterfall. And he said, plant whatever we want. They are so accustomed to working around these things that we don't need to worry about it. So this is the Ripplebrook Norway spruce. It grows 3 to 5 inches per year, 2 feet high, but 4 feet wide, hardy down to -40.
This one we chose because it really does have kind of a rippling effect. Eric, if you hold it flat like that, you can see how some of the branches, see how they curl up a little bit, and then they'll curl back down as the season goes. It does make a ripple effect, which talk about perfect next to a waterfall.
I can already see it there. This one is no questions.
Yeah, that one, we really didn't have any other option for what we were going to do with it.
Same with this one. At the entrance of our garden on the east side, once you go under the garden gate or the garden arch with the generous gardener roses on it, straight ahead to the left, you'll see a beautiful small hedge of Let's Dance can-dos and a nice ornamental rock. And right next to that is where this is going to go. This is the Piccolo Balsam Fir. Look at that texture.
It's so beautiful.
It's really cool.
Does it have the squishy feeling to it right now?
It does. It feels a little bit like rubber. It grows 1 to 3 inches per year, so extremely slow growing. This is all the new growth you're going to see for the year. 2 feet high and 2 feet wide. So it's a nice, compact, slow-growing evergreen that's going to bring beautiful bluey green interest into the garden space. It prefers full sun all the way to partial shade and is hardy down to -40.
Ooh, good.
Really cool texture. Really excited about this one.
Really heavy.
Nice size. And then we have one more, Mugo Pine. This one is different than the ones we introduced earlier. This one is called Sherwood Compact Mugo Pine. It's another member of the true dwarf family, meaning that it'll stay small. It's smaller than those other ones. This one is 3 high, 4 wide. Those were 4 and something.
4 by 6 or 4 by 8.
So it's a little smaller, not much smaller. Grows 3 to 5 inches per year and is hardy all the way down to -50.
This is one that I chose because the texture of each candle. What each candle does, I'm not gonna lie, it's like a million tiny toilet brushes.
And you love nothing more than tiny toilet brushes.
I love nothing more than tiny toilet brushes.
You heard it here first, guys.
Oh my goodness, wait till you see when this thing is candled out. It's really fun looking.
I think it is candled out right now.
Oh, it's candled out, but once they start to open, they're gonna look like a million tiny toilet brushes.
It's very exciting.
We have 3 more varieties of evergreens to show you, and the first one here is the Green Screen Arborvitae. This is, although it is tall and skinny, more similar to a green giant arborvitae than the emerald green kind of arborvitae. It's got more of that looser cypressy kind of looking texture.
Not as large as it though. It's
No.
just a sport of it.
Not as large at all. Someone's cooking something nice. 10 foot high, 3 foot wide, hardy down to -20, which would be zone 5.
Yes.
And we will be placing this again in our green walls this year.
Yeah, so we had planted these last year. We thought they were watered in well enough before we hit the winter, but I don't think they were. We did have a particularly dry and windy winter as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to give them another try. We'll keep you posted on how they do. They should definitely be hardy in our garden, but I think our winter winds and dry weather got the best of them.
It was a little much for this season. This plant was chosen specifically because it is funny. It's a really cool texture, and it is called the Dinger Japanese Cedar. Dinger, you just cracked me up, like a humdinger. So we have -10, so it is on the marginal side for us because we are 6A, so -10 is exactly where we are. 3 to 5 inches per year, 4 inches high, 3 feet wide, sun to partial shade. I think that we are going to be giving this a lot of protection, tucking this in maybe even closer towards the fence where there's some rocks, but it has a very unique texture. As you can see, just the new growth is already kind of funny, and I don't know, it just grew kind of wild and interesting, and I thought it deserved a place in our garden.
Absolutely.
In the box up here is one of the plants that we chose, oh my gosh, for a statement. This is something that we chose because we wanted something that got big, something that was beautiful and kind of unique. This is the Arns Dwarf Nordman Fir. It's already incredible.
It's gorgeous.
This is a narrow upright, 6 inches per year, 10 feet high, 2 feet wide, down to zone 5. And it wants full sun. I have a feeling, just based on what the candles are doing on this is going to give us a good 10 inches a year at least. And it's beautiful. It's a very nice, tidy, organized kind of tree. Would you agree, Eric?
I would absolutely agree.
Yeah, it's just like a nice sort of tiered effect, evergreen, skinny, something that says, put me near a pondless waterfall.
100%.
Then, of course, lastly, we have some Japanese maples back here. So I think we should set the camera down and get these off the truck.
So you can see them in their full glory.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Wow.
Go from my side. That's just the plastic band right here, Kevin.
Oh, this is a good tree. Very good tree.
All right. So, do you want to stand here with this and
Catch it?
I'll lift that, or
Yeah,
do you want to
that's
do
fine.
that?
Either way.
Okay.
Just,
It's probably gonna have to go. You got it. This is
Got
gonna be
it?
the hard part. Do you have it?
Yep. This.
You lined up?
We're lined up.
All right.
There's some branches on my hand. I'm a little worried about them.
All right. Now, push the box towards me, please. Push the box. Push it.
I'm pushing.
Push the box. There we go.
Okay.
Got it.
Should we just go towards the backyard with this? Because
Yep.
we're going straight. You're doing good. You're doing great. You're doing so good. Okay. We're go towards the house a little. Okay, you're still good. Now go slightly away from the house. This is real fun. Keep going. Keep going. All right, this is a much easier tree. So much easier that I'm not able to assist in the movement of it.
Not able or not willing?
No, no, no. I feel like you're doing such a great job.
So this, thank you, is an Arctic, nope, this is an ice dragon, Japanese maple with a weeping habit, has a 6 to 12 inch per year growth rate. It will grow to be about 10 high, and if left unpruned, it should get about 15 wide, which is extremely wide. So
That's a
I
big,
can't imagine
wide
it being
tree.
left unpruned. Hardy down to -30, sun to partial shade. It can tolerate zone 4 winters.
That's good.
That's really awesome. It says spring foliage unfurls a blushed orange-red, quickly maturing to green, delicate in appearance. The finely divided leaves are tolerant of summer sun and heat. Late fall foliage is a kaleidoscope of yellow, orange, and red. A sinuous, undulating branch structure is a visual winter treat. Well, we can't deny a visual winter treat.
No, certainly not. That's an incredible specimen.
Speaking of, did you see behind me?
I mean, did I see behind you?
This is an Arctic jade maple. As you saw us get it back here. This is a beast. It's in a 20-gallon box, if you can believe it. 12 to 15 inches per year. It grows 20 high, 15 wide. Hardy down to negative zone 4, sun to partial shade. This was Christopher's top pick.
This has been my top pick since I saw this at Gardener's Supply up in Burlington in the garden center. And that one was in one of the smaller, I think 6-gallon containers. This is amazing to have a 20-inch square box. Remind me it was amazing after the planting part, because that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But what a incredible jade color. And I can already see some, what is it, samaras that happen after the flowers? The whirligigs that turn pink. See, they're up here already.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. You know, something that I've always wondered, and please comment below if you know, the benefit of the box versus a big plastic container, other than environment, of course. Why do Japanese maples come in boxes all the time?
I think it's probably longevity of the packaging, maybe?
Maybe. Certainly not lighter.
Not lighter at all. All right, let's get that unloaded.
You know, it feels like we had such a long winter, and then all of a sudden, plants are starting to arrive. And suddenly it doesn't seem like we had that much time off, does it?
I am really raring to go, though, so
Same.
I am ready. We know where the Ripple Brook is going. For sure. Without a doubt.
Guaranteed we know exactly where it's going.
Right there. What do you think?
I thought it was going one notch up.
I mean, it can go one notch up.
Only because there's sort of that little area carved in where it can spill over the dark rock. That was kind of what I thought might happen.
I was thinking like a creeping Jenny.
Oh, so maybe
like an annual.
An annual right there?
Yeah. Well, this is like getting its groove.
Bearings.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know. I haven't seen it from that angle yet.
Okay. And
so maybe once I do, then we'll know.
Of course, it's going to be much lower when it goes in the ground.
I mean, maybe it goes there and we can still do the creeping Jenny right there.
I don't think that's a bad idea. The creeping Jenny won't need more space than that.
Yeah, I mean, because if we do it up there, it's not going to cover this down here until it's really big.
That's true.
So it's going here somewhere. We can say that.
Yeah, it's going in.
I mean,
this
we're placing
vicinity.
everything this evening, and then we'll sleep on it and see how we feel in the morning. All right, Nordman Fir, Arctic Jade, Ice Dragon.
These are our 3 biggest pieces.
Yeah, come stand over here, Christopher, and I'll show them the options. Kind of thinking one of the options is Ice Dragon, like here-ish, like maybe between these 2 rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So it has this cascading weeping structure. Or we could do it where I'm standing
Okay.
It'll be a little bit higher. Its branching will block some of the fence, right? Because we have space to plant here, but not a tremendously deep place to plant. Or it could go up here, and it could be the crest of the waterfall. But I'm thinking the Nordman fir would go up here.
I'm not as convinced on the Nordman fir there, and I'll tell you why. It's skinny. I think it's going to be more of a pillar accent where it's not going to have the width that's going to be like the big pièce de resistance. It's going to be like skinnier than with you having your elbows out right now.
Oh, okay.
It won't be that wide at all.
So what are you thinking up here?
I'm thinking that exactly where you're standing goes the Arctic jade.
We've been playing around with placement. What do you think of this, Christopher?
So here's why I love the ice dragon in that location. First and foremost, it gets wide, which means it's going to cover up some of the fence, which was a goal. But also, can you point out that weep at the top, that weeping structure?
Right here?
There's actually a branch that's kind of going forward. And I have this idea that that will go and really weep over the pond. And if we have to, we could use like some kind of wire or something to like contour it high. I think it'd be really cool, like a little shadow effect.
Sure.
But then where the firefly is, I mean, look at the contrast.
Do you like the firefly here, or do you think the Nordman fir would be better here?
I like that there because it's a more vibrant tone next to a more muted tone.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking some kind of cool perennials below would fill that space nicely.
Oh, for sure. That would be really nice. Or annuals. Or shrubs. We don't know, because they're all coming.
And of course, let's just point out that the Ripple Brook, which is so beautiful right there, is going to eventually cover up some of this smaller rock area which hides the pump structure.
Now, we're going to try and place this Arctic jade. Are you thinking right here?
So, all right, originally I had it thought that it was going to be as close as it could be to the top. But the more I'm thinking about it, because of the size this tree is, maybe we put a little space and you back up 2 spaces. What do you think about that?
Like
something like
here?
that. Yeah.
And then have lower stuff in front of it.
Right.
I think so.
I think that'd be cool. So you figure we've got this green jade color. I'm thinking maybe smaller. I mean, just go with me on this, smaller white hydrangea blooms.
I mean, we do have some really cool Invincible Stormproofs coming.
So that could be an amazing mixture to have. I just feel like a white hydrangea bloom up against that would be there. Or even maybe a oak leaf hydrangea with a cool leaf structure up against this cut leaf in front of it. But more and more, I think that this Arctic jade needs to be where you are or even a couple steps back.
Well, let's see if we can get it here and see how we feel about it.
Here's the question.
What?
Should we try to film that or should we save ourselves the embarrassment of the struggle?
I think we film it and edit it out. And now I've got to rotate.
And we've rotated. And now pull. Wish us luck. Here we go. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Oh, we're not even sinking. Why do we think this is so hard?
I don't know. We're stronger than we've ever been, so we got to believe in ourselves. Oh, yeah, look at that.
It's the right thing.
Yeah, come look. Neither of us were correct.
Neither of us were correct. Oh, look at this with the sunlight behind it.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing.
And it gives us room to plant in front of it.
Yep.
So what I'm thinking, if you back up a little bit, Christopher.
Back up, back up, back up.
Because this is a huge long bed and we have so many swooping curves with repetition throughout with like boxwoods and hydrangeas and things like that. And roses is starting that repetition here again with a swoop of boxwoods, which you know we have all throughout the garden. So, and then roses and things like that. Very traditional contemporary cottage area here. That then once you kind of hit this firefly, then it turns into the pond area, which is going to be a little more like Adirondack mountainy, which is where we are. And then it transitions again back into contemporary cottage beyond the maple.
I enjoy that. The De Ruyter, as much as I love the De Ruyter, check the size on the De Ruyter, just because I wonder about that place right in front of the ice dragon.
The De Ruyter is 10 high, 8 wide, but it's so tiny right now and it grows so slow.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that, I like that spot almost a little better right between those rocks.
But we're still playing. I almost feel like this has to go. This is gonna help it, I think.
It's actually helping already.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, it's so funny. There's actually a flat back to it. And right now it almost looks like it could go closer because of the shape of the tree.
Go closer to
The fence.
I don't know. I like it arching over the pond a bit.
All right. In that case, does it have to be rotated clockwise?
Yeah, I think I have to go back the direction it was.
Stop. Wait till you see that shape.
Oh yeah,
I love that shape.
love that. But Ken, let's walk up the side and get this view. We got to look at it from all angles. You know what I'm saying?
This is for sure. So we'll go up to the Vanderwolf because that's about where the view begins.
So we come past the Vanderwolf.
Okay, let me settle this in here. That is a remarkable layering right there.
Yeah, this is it.
That is it. You know what's interesting, Eric, is can you imagine a blue hydrangea moment in front of Arctic Jade now?
Oh, like Let's Dance Blue Jangle?
Like blue jangles right in front of the Arctic Jade just to really play with color.
That would be very cool.
I just realized that we have this emerald green arborvitae and the Parkland pillar birch kind of as sentinels of this area. It's very nice.
Yeah. And then it'll echo back here. We have a Japanese Stewardia coming, a very tall, narrow one.
Oh, the snowbell.
Yep. So that could definitely end up here somewhere in
That'll
the
be
deciduous
gorgeous.
area. Or up here.
Always sort of the centerpiece behind those boxwoods, maybe?
Yep. Because I'm thinking lots of the English roses and stuff to echo the roses over there.
Really nice. I really like
The
that.
boxwoods and Catman, you know, like really stick to our traditional stuff here.
Yeah. So we'll transition from contemporary cottage into contemporary Adirondack.
Adirondack Extreme.
Yes, Adirondack Extreme. You know, I think this doesn't look too bad so far. What do you think?
I mean, we're having fun, but we are getting a little tired. So we're going to sleep on it, play around with, you know, think on it some more, and look at it with fresh eyes in the morning. And then I know we're going to start planting tomorrow. So
That's for sure.
the decision will be made. So make sure you click like and subscribe. Again, I'm Eric.
And I'm Christopher.
And we're Grow For Me Gardening.
Thanks for growing with us.